Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the top 5 best-selling products that I've reviewed from Amazon. So these top 5 products were pulled from my Amazon Analytics. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so that means when you use the links down in the description of my videos, when I do a product review, I do get a little bit of commission back with no additional cost to any of you guys. So let's just go ahead and jump in. Number 5 is not this guy, surprisingly enough. No, not a lot of people find a lot of love for this Milwaukee electric screwdriver, but the bit holder on the end here. This is the DeWalt bit holder. So yes, I'm using Milwaukee, but I have DeWalt in the middle, and that is because this guy is awesome. It is super narrow, and that's probably the most important thing for me. Is with my line of work, a lot of times screws are like in a hole down at like the very back of something, and if I have a giant bit chuck that's like sticking out like here, I can't reach it, so I'd have to carry around multiple bits. Instead, I just have this set up here, and so if I need to be closer, if I have tight quarters, I can just chuck in this guy, and then if I need some more reach, which often doesn't reach go beyond this, I think maybe 3 times a year I go more than this, I can just, this is how it's standard right there. This gets 99% of everything, and then that extra, 1% is taking this off real quick, putting that guy in, and then another 1% of that 1% is using a regular screwdriver because it's further than this can reach. But honestly, my line of work, I need something like this that is sleek so that I'm not just reaching into a space and then I have to reach into a hole. So sometimes this much is in there, and a regular drill will not fit through that space like that. So this is really awesome. And number 5 is this DeWalt bit extension with more than 40 sold this year. Last 2 things I want to mention is it is magnetic, so it does help to hold not just your bit in, but the screws on the end, as well as you can find these for less than $10, especially if they're on sale. You can get that bit extension for less than 10 bucks. Number 4 is this little guy. This is a silicone weight for your shower curtains. I have a stand-up shower in my home, and bottom of the curtain only has about this much height to keep that curtain in, and then if there is a breeze, it's always blowing into the shower, and showers, there's not as much room in like a stand-up shower. So if you have cold air coming in, it's that cold shower curtain hit you right in the leg while you're trying to wash off, and you're like, ew. These guys fix that problem. You can buy them in a pack of 4 or 8, and you can put them along the bottom of your shower curtain, and it just holds them down so that it's not blowing around and bumping into you while you're trying to shower. And I've sold more than 50 sets of these this year. They're waterproof, which is more than I can say for the other ones I reviewed. Some of the other ones, actually all of the other ones, have since failed. Some of them failed during the test, but like other ones did okay. But this one was the heaviest, and it held the curtain down the best. And then the silicone keeps it from making loud clacking noises when you're sliding the shower open and close. So I like the silicone wrap around these magnetic weights. And then lastly, depending on what your shower curtain looks like, they do have different colors that are available in black, white, and silver. These shower curtain weights were my number 4 bestseller. Number 3 is the Logitech MX Keys keyboard. This is a 104 key wireless keyboard. I love this thing. You don't see it in most of my videos because my wife loves it too, and so she actually uses it in her office. It's really cool because this guy has up here at the top, you can switch between up to 3 devices, and it works with Apple, it works with Android, and it works with PCs. So you can have your phone connected via Bluetooth. You can have, this computer is connected via Bluetooth even. And then her laptop is using a USB dongle, but you can also use, Macs also use Bluetooth. So you can use it across multiple devices. It's slim, sleek, wireless is like one of the best parts. And then it also has this really cool feature. Granted, it's on right now. You can kind of see, if we get it in the right light, you can see that the lights are on. but if you let it sit for a minute, they'll actually turn off, and somehow it knows like when your hand is coming up over it. I'll try and get a shot of that for you. Like, this thing is so smart, it's crazy, and then it's also probably the best value. You can get this guy, if you watch for a sale, for usually under $100. They have other ones, like they have a newer version that's a little bit over 100, but like you can usually find this one for less than $100 if you find it on sale. Number 2 is the SanDisk Dual Drive Go. So it's USB and USB-C. You can get these for such a good deal. Like, this one here is 128 gigabytes, which you can get for 15 bucks on Amazon. 128 gigs for $15. They have ones as little as 32 gigs for like $10, up to 512 gigabyte one of these for $37. And you know, SanDisk being a name of notoriety, you can trust that it actually will be that, and it's actually gonna be that. Like, SanDisk is a brand that I just trust. And the thing that I like best about this is that, yes, it's USB 3.0 on one side, but the other side is USB-C, so I can actually plug it into my phone and then be able to transfer files from like my phone to my laptop, or in my line of work, I'm working on electronic devices that I can plug in firmware, things like that. So I can plug this into a machine and then update the firmware via this USB rather than having to break out a laptop, hook it up to Wi-Fi. I have a cell phone that's already on data. I can just download the product, whatever I need, and then plug it in and we're good to go. I use this thing almost daily. This is one of my best sellers. Number 2 with more than 130 sold just this year. With more than 300 sold this year, it's the Xbox Game Drive. Yeah, this guy right here. This is my number 1 best-selling product on Amazon. Now, there are tons of options for this one. It comes in as small as a 500 gigabyte, all the way up to 8 terabyte drive. The thing about these ones is they're certified to work with Xbox, but so my best friend, I actually did a video with him where I got him a 1 terabyte external hard drive, and it was honestly the cheapest hard drive you can get on Amazon. So I gave him that, and he plays games off of that. And then my brother-in-law, he has a whole bunch of these that he swaps out. He then swaps out each of those drives, and it just swaps them between his Xboxes as well, because he has the S, the Series X, and then I think he now has the new one. I'm not totally sure. But from what I understand, these are interchangeable, but these ones are designed for Xbox. One nice feature is that they have that little glowing light, so anytime this is plugged in, that light will be on. There's no way to turn it off or anything like that. So if that bothers you, you might be worth looking into some of the other options. One of the other options I definitely recommend looking into is SSDs. So this one that I have is a spinning disk hard drive, but if you can find one that is a solid state drive, it's gonna run up to like 4 times faster. That means your load times are gonna be less and more playtime for you, less little here and there things. So when you're going between sections of a game, you don't have to sit there and wait for it to load. You're all good to go. And yes, you can play games off of that drive. And those are my top 5 bestsellers on Amazon, but let's not stop there. Let's do a quick bonus of my honorable mentions. Our first honorable mention is my Rove R2 4K dash cam. I've made a couple of videos on this, and it is one of my more popular videos, but it didn't quite make the top 5 on sales. But Rove also just came out with a new one, the Rove R2 4K Pro, which is now priced where the R2 4K was, meaning the regular one is now $79. Granted, the Pro has a slightly better sensor, so if you want better image quality, better high dynamic range, go for the newer one. But this older one, I still use it every day and it works great. 4K video, one of the best dash cam sensors out there for $79. You can't say no. Next in honorable mentions is the JBL Flip 6. This little speaker is surprisingly loud. Full. Like, when it gets loud, it doesn't feel like it's just getting loud. It just sounds like a bigger speaker than it really is. It's this tiny little speaker, but it feels huge. I love the JBL Flip 6. Totally worth it. All right, third honorable mention is the Tycom G8000 Pro robot vacuum. It's a built-in mop and vacuum. It's not very smart. It just does the bare minimums of, it just goes out and does everything. So you can't tell it where to vacuum without like a physical, they use like a magnetic strip as a barrier. But I really love that it has like a timer feature. I set the timer in the app, and then every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, it runs through and vacuums the whole level, and I don't have to worry about that. And I have 2 dogs, and this picks up that hair, and there is so much hair every single day. So I try to change that, empty that little bin every other day. But this is really awesome, a great value. If you don't already have a robot vacuum, get one. This is a great place to start. Number 4 on my honorable mentions is the Samsung micro SD card. It's the same SD card I use in all of my cameras, including my dash cam, including this camera here. It is fantastic, great value. A lot of times, so I got the 512 gigabyte ones, and a lot of times you can find those on sale for less than 20 bucks. Like, good luck finding anything of that capacity for less than 20 bucks somewhere else. And lastly is Eufy Security. It's not just like one product. I love almost all of Eufy Security products. I've actually done quite a few videos in the past, and I intend on doing more in the future. They have a ton of really cool products that are constantly evolving, and they have basically a product for every any home situation. So depending on, you know, whether you're renting or whatever, they have options out there for everyone. Whether you want to get outdoor cams, you want indoor cams, you want it solar powered, you have direct wiring, you can run to it. They have doorbells, they have door locks that are smart, with cameras, without cameras, fingerprint sensors, they got everything. So I'll leave a link to my home security section on Amazon, so you can just scroll through all of the different things that I have at my home already. And that is everything. If you have questions about anything I've talked about today, I'll have links down in the description below for you to be able to buy the items, for you to be able to check out my review videos on them. I'll create a playlist that has all of the videos for each product that I've reviewed, as well as if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave those questions down in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer those. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.